Hi, everybody. First time here. My name is Carolyn Koppel. I am the founder of Aaron's Coffee Corner. And this is Aaron. Aaron is 15. My husband is Ari. And my older son Eli is about to go off to college. Today, I'm going to give you a little taste of what I have come to learn are considered microaggressions. How people act as we as a family or Aaron moves through the world. We're going to talk about a few examples of what our world is like on a daily basis and how we can all learn to deal with our differences, be that gender or physical or social interactions. So let's first understand the definition of microaggression. The word's tossed around a lot, and I just started paying attention to it. And when I learned its definition, I realized I totally knew what it was. And I was often on the receiving end of it. So, the definition of a microaggression is a statement or an action or an incident regarded as an instance of indirect, subtle, it's my dog, or unintentional discrimination against members of a marginalized group. So, for me, we're the marginalized group and you are the rest of the world. So I'm going to start out with an old one that really kind of puts it into perspective about how Ari, my husband, and I interact in the world. So we try and travel as a family quite a bit. We used to go to Arizona, visit my parents. They live here now. But when we did, we would always travel separately. And I would take one child and he would take the other. And we always started out with me taking Aaron and Ari taking Eli. One time we switched it around, and from that moment on, it was always Ari taking Aaron on a plane, and this is why. So I walk into an airport. I have Aaron, my wheelchair-bound son. The wheelchair weighs about 90 pounds, 50 pounds of son. I have a car seat strapped to me like a backpack. And I have a medical bag, I have Aaron's diaper bag, and I have another bag for other necessities that we may or may not need on a plane. So when I walk into an area where people are about to see us get on a plane with them, what you see in their eyes immediately, you can just see it all across the room, is inconvenience, noise, hassle. How long will it take them to get on the plane? If Aaron makes noise in flight, inconvenience. Why can't she stop it? There's really not very often an offer of assistance. She's a mom. She can do it all on her own. My husband, however, same situation, walks into an airport, wheelchair-bound son, same stuff on his back, same packages. How do people react? People say, "Oh, it's okay. You can go before me. Take your time. Oh, I don't mind the noise. Let me help you change a diaper." That's right. We were traveling from Chicago to Arizona. Ari was traveling in first class with Aaron because my husband travels a lot, so Aaron gets to do that. And had a huge blowout diaper. Huge. And the guy sitting next to him got down on his knees and helped my husband clean up a blowout diaper. I don't know if that says how pathetic my husband looks when he's with my son, but I'm pretty sure that the general public thinks of him as heroic. Yeah, that's right. He's heroic for taking his child on a plane. He's a saint to take him across the country to see his grandparents. A mensch for doing it on his own, and oh my God, changing a diaper. So I have found over the years of caring for my medically complex child that men are treated like heroes for caring for their children, but mothers are dismissed because that's their job. And it is exponentially worse when you have a child with a disability. There's so much more stigma related to the whole scenario. So I guess one of the questions I'm throwing out there for you to think about is how can a society work together when they can't get past gender roles? right? Because how are you going to be kind to people if you can't manage understanding that everybody has a job to do in this world, whatever their gender is? And then let's move on to the next thing. I spend a lot of time out and about, our whole family. We go to out in the community, we go to zoos, we go to museums, gardens, restaurants, grocery stores. So does my husband. To quote an obscure film, we make an effective team, and I'm lucky for that. But when I go into the world with my son Aaron, I am blessed. People pray for me. They ask for his name so they can personally pray for my child. They want to make a special prayer for him. I never turn away prayers. We need all the help we can get. We love them. But they approach me with no concern for my personal space. They touch my son, they rub his head, they take his hands and feel compelled to share their thoughts, their experiences with me. And I think my husband has been approached 5 times in 15 years. Does he have a certain exterior that keeps people away? No, he's a very friendly guy. Why don't people want to approach a man with their most beloved thoughts and prayers and shares their hopes and dreams for your child? I know that they are trying to be kind when they tell me I'm blessed, that I was chosen for this child, that my child is a blessing. The child is not necessarily the blessing. It's the experience of being able to have a child that is a blessing, right? We're lucky we can have a child. I am blessed with a child, not a special needs child, and it is my responsibility as a parent to care for my child and to do the very best I can, to the best of my ability to care for my kid, no matter what he's like. So I will tell you that I don't feel blessed most days, nor does my back or my elbows or my wrists. I don't feel blessed by our debt from hospital bills over the years or our medical expenses, our out-of-pocket payments, and I certainly don't feel blessed when my son is in pain. I am trying to do the best I can. It's my job. If you come up to me and say, "You are doing a mighty fine job," that is more than you could ever say to me. Don't tell me I'm blessed. Don't tell me I'm special. Don't tell me I'm chosen. Just say, "You're doing a great job." And I will thank you for your kind thoughts. And I will recognize that you are recognizing my efforts that I do every day because it's my responsibility. And then finally, I just want to shout something out about your kids. If your child is staring at my child, who's very handsome, don't pull them away and tell them not to stare. They are better humans than you are. It's a different time. So let them ask questions so they know what a wheelchair is or why he is in it or what's that thing around his neck or what's on his wrist or what's on his feet. Why doesn't he talk? I guarantee you, a parent of a child that is different from yours will answer all of their questions, and they will answer yours too if you want to ask them. We are only as good as what we know. Start your kids off with the knowledge that different does not mean wrong or sick or sad. Let them say hello. Let them introduce themselves or give a wave. We can all learn from Aaron or the next child you see in a store or a zoo, at a park, or in a museum, one that may be making noises or self-soothing themselves by knocking their head against their hand, or just sitting in a wheelchair, listening to the world go by. My final thought on this is that my son is on this earth to teach you and your children how to be better people. My husband and I and his big brother Eli, we were Aaron's first students. Now it's your turn. Step into the knowledge and watch the differences disappear. Be kind, people. It feels good.